this, and it's the fact that Sledgehammer Games would indeed be working on Modern Warfare 2 Multiplayer Remastered, as well as Modern Warfare Remastered, which would include the full game. But I've also been told the overall plan for developing these games is to basically put together a trilogy remaster of all of the original Modern Warfare games, which does sound incredible to me.
So we have some breaking Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer news, Modern Warfare 3 news, and we're going to be talking about the multiplayer for Modern Warfare 3, we're going to be talking about the campaign for Modern Warfare 3, we're going to be talking about the release dates for Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, all in this video. And all of this information comes from one of the most reputable sources in the Call of Duty community, Tom Henderson. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. But before we go any further in the video, first of all, I want to ask you guys that if you are new, make sure you're subscribing to the channel to stay up to date with all of the most recent Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered information, Modern Warfare 3 Remastered information, and if you're interested in Warzone, Call of Duty in general, and leaks in general, this is the channel for you. And if for some reason you go on to enjoy the video, leave a like. So in case any of you were in any doubt whatsoever that we would not be getting Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer, here is a clip taken directly from the Long Sensation himself talking about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer.
Indeed, the multiplayer remaster of Modern Warfare 2 will release, it's just not going to be in the time frame that people are thinking. So
this came straight from Tom Henderson saying that Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer will happen, just not in the time that we all expect. But if this makes you gassed up knowing that we will be getting Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer at some point, make sure you leave a like on the video. But I could imagine now a lot of you are having the same question, and that is, when is Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer releasing? Well, I'm going to be touching on that once again at the end of the video. First of all, I want to touch on some Modern Warfare 3 news, and that is the campaign remaster and the multiplayer remaster. So a couple of days ago, I made a video talking about calling card that had been data mined from the Cold War files, and that calling card actually turned out to be a Modern Warfare 3 Prestige 10 calling card. And the same thing happened with the Modern Warfare 2 campaign remaster. They released some Modern Warfare 2 bits into Modern Warfare 2019 and then released the campaign. And it feels like we're following the same suit as we did with Modern Warfare 2. In addition to this, the Long Sensation mentioned in his video that if the Call of Duty sales are down, this could be a way to increase the sales. And as of 6 weeks of Cold War releasing, they had just hit a net profit of £600 million, or somewhere just over. To put that into perspective, we've had Season 1 for Cold War, we've had the release of Cold War. In the first 3 days of Modern Warfare releasing, they had a net profit of over 600 million. So what's taken Treyarch 6 weeks to hit that threshold took Infinity Ward 3 days. And on top of all of what I've just told you, in the Q2 Activision's earning call, they forecasted that they were due to hit 1.1 billion. If it's taken them 6 weeks to hit 600 million from the sales of Cold War, they need something to boost those sales. And what are we starting to get? The Modern Warfare 3 campaign teasers with the calling card, with the soap operator bundle. So this could quite easily be the starting blocks to getting Modern Warfare 3 roughly around the same time we got Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer, and that would be sometime around April. So fucking hell, I've wasted all of your guys' time talking about Modern Warfare 3. Now let's start talking about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer, and more importantly, the release date. So as Tom Henderson said in his video, there is going to be a release of Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer, just not in the time that we were all anticipating. And I know for me and a lot of other people within the community, we was anticipating that Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer would drop roughly the same time this year as the campaign dropped last year, so around in April and March time. But as this is not happening, when can we be expecting to see Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer? And the simple answer is, the next time Call of Duty sales shit the bed. Activision is a business. They have investors, they have shareholders. Activision need to give these guys a reason to keep investing in their company. And what they'll do at the start or at the end of every year, depends on when they do it and their calendars, they will project to the investors, to the shareholders, a predicted sum of net profit. And obviously, if it's too low, they won't invest, and if it's too high, they'll carry on investing. So they've predicted and projected that they'll hit sales of 1.1 billion by Q2 of this year. And as we discussed earlier, Cold War is drastically underselling compared to Modern Warfare. In the first 3 days of Modern Warfare 2019, £600 million was made. In the first 6 weeks and after season 1, they've barely made 600 million. So they need to try and boost their sales in order to sum up their net profits of 1.1 billion. And the way to do that is to drop a remaster. So my guess is that this year for Q2, we will be seeing Modern Warfare 3 remastered campaign. This also lines up with what the Long Sensation thinks. And then next year, assuming that the sales shit the bed for the newest premium title, that being Call of Duty 2021, then we will get Modern Warfare 2 remastered multiplayer. And then the year after that, if once again the sales shit the bed and not hit the projected sum of money that they've targeted, then we will get Modern Warfare 3 remastered multiplayer. So this is the sort of time frame we're looking at. This year, we could expect Modern Warfare 3 remastered campaign. Next year, we could expect Modern Warfare 2 remastered multiplayer. And then the year after, we could be expecting to see Modern Warfare 3 remastered multiplayer. So this is all assuming that the sales shit the bed and they haven't hit their projected targets by Q2. And that is what it boils down to: sales and net profit. Activision is a business, they have investors, and they need to keep them all happy. The community comes far below the investors and the shareholders. But that is my thoughts and theories on it. If you want to watch the full video from the Long Sensation, that will be linked down in the description. If you are new, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and if you did enjoy, leave a like. But thank you all so much for watching. This is Lukey, and I'm signing out. Peace.
Contact! 2 o'clock!
Front lines are history. The war rages everywhere. This is a time for heroes. A time for legends.
Drop it!
Place? This belongs to you, sir.
Let's get to work.
Jet.
He's gonna get away!
Break's over. Let's go.
Large numbers of hostiles are converging on your position.
Hang on! Light him up!
Actual, I got a situation here. Stay frosty, yeah?